Hello children, I am Abhilasha Singh, your computer teacher. Today we are going to learn chapter number 4 of class 8, that is working with queries. Before starting this chapter, I want to recall you that what we have already learned. In the second chapter, we have learned about the types of database, how we can create a database, how we save the database, how we close and how we can open the existing database. In the third chapter, we have already learned about the data type, how we can view the table, how create a table, how we can enter the data, how we can modify it. So in this chapter, we are going to learn about the query. So let us start with the index page. Now I'm going to show you what heading we will cover in this chapter. In this chapter, we will cover about the queries, and after this query, we will see how we can set a relationship between the tables, then how we can create a query, then how we can specify a simple or the multiple criteria. Then after that, we have learned about the form, and at last we will close this video with the reports. Now let us start with the first one, that is a query. A query is a database object that helps us to retrieve and view information from one or more database tables that meet a specific condition or criteria that we have defined. Suppose a database of any organization may contain a huge amount of data and it may consist of multiple tables. So if you are trying to retrieve a single information or specific information from a huge amount of data, so how you can retrieve? With the help of this query, we have a feature to retrieve that information from that huge amount of table. Okay, so Microsoft Access provide us with a solution for these problems through queries. Okay, now let us see some example of the query. Suppose if you want to retrieve information from the huge amount of the student table, that you want to find out about the marks, who got the marks above 85%, and you also want to retrieve or find who is living in the just near to the divine Vichya. Okay, in our daily life we are facing the different type of the problem with that query. If we are making the tables and we want to retrieve the any information from a huge amount table, you need a query. Okay, now and one more thing you have to know, that is a query are made on a tables. Whenever you are applying a query, it always made on the table, and result are also displayed in the form of table. Okay, whenever you are applying a query, it also applying on the table, and the result will also be displayed in the form of tables. Okay, now let us see some types of queries. Okay, the first query, that is a select query. What is a select query? A select query retrieves data from one or more tables and display the record set in the data sheet. Okay, with this select query, you have a feature that you can retrieve information from the table, two or more tables. Okay, now the second one, that is a parameter query. A query that asks you for one or more piece of information before displaying the data sheet. Okay, you have to give some condition or some specific information related to a specific person, then it will give the result in on the data sheet. Okay, cross tab. Microsoft Access cross tab query presents summary information in a compact format that is similar to a spreadsheet. Means this display the information in the form of the spreadsheet. Action query creates a new table or the alter your data or the database by adding, deleting, appending data from it. Okay, with that you can perform addition, deletion of anything, appending something in your data, in your existing data. Next one, that is a structured query language. Structured query language for the storing, manipulating and retrieving the data in a database. Okay, what is the full form of SQL? That is a structured query language. It is just a standard language With that language, you are allowed to store some data, manipulate data, and retrieve the data in a database. Okay, now these are the types of query which we are using in the Access. Okay, basically this cross-tab queries was not there in this MS Access. Okay, it is basically there in the SQL only. Okay, but all these select parameter action we can use in this MS Access. Now let us see about the primary key. What is a primary key? Primary key have a capability to uniquely identify each record in a table. Okay, that means only one primary key can be there in a table. Okay, now what is a foreign key? Foreign key acts as a cross reference between the tables. Okay, because it refers the primary key of the another table, thereby establishing a link between them. Okay, what is a foreign key? Foreign key is just a value in one table that must match the primary key of the other table. Okay, let us take the example. Suppose if you have a ID field in a table 1 and you also want to make the ID field in the another table, then that ID of table 2 is called as the foreign key, and in the first table that ID is called as the primary key. Okay, now move ahead to the next heading, that is how we can set a relationship between the table. Relationship is a link that associate a field in a table with the same field in another table. Okay, how we can create a relationship between two or more tables. Once you made a relationship between the table, data from both the tables can be used by the query form or the report. Because you are knowing that if you are making the relationship between the table, that means we can able to retrieve the information from the table which are in the relationship. Okay, now we are going to see how we can create a relationship between the tables. So for creating a relationship between the tables, first you have to open table 1 and table 2. Then after that you have to go to the datasheet view. In the datasheet view you will find this relationship button from the relationship group. Okay, you have to choose this relationship option. Then one show table window will appear. Okay, one show table window will appear. You have to select the required table and click on the add button. Okay, once you have selected the table, then you have to click on the add button. That will be added. Okay, then if you want to set some primary key, then you can set the primary key of the parent table. That will be the table 1. Okay, and drop it over the same field in the child table, that is the table 2. Okay, then after that after the changes, click on the save button. Then your relationship will be established between the table 1 and table 2. Okay, now this is the way to create a relationship between the table. Now I will recall you how we can. First you have to open the two tables, then go to the data sheet view. In the data sheet view you will find this relationship button. Then once you click on this relationship, show table will be appear. You have to select the table, and after selecting the table you have to click on the add button. Then once you have made the relationship between the table, you have to just save it, otherwise your relationship will not be saved. Okay, now this is the way to create a relationship between the table, how we can set the relationship between the table. Now move ahead to the next heading, that is creating a query. How we can create a query? Basically there are the two ways for creating a query. That the first one is the query wizard and the query design. How you will find this query, how you can create a query. First you have to go to the create button. In the create button you will find this query wizard and query design in the query group. Okay, in the query group where you will. Next heading is subpart of query design. Suppose if you are creating a query with query design, you will see these two type of sections. That first one is the object relationship pane and the second one is the design grid. What is the object relationship pane? If you have selected any table, and it will appear as a small window in the upper section of the query design, that is called object relationship pane. Okay, and what is the design grid? It is just similar to the spreadsheet without columns. Okay, representing each field in the query. Okay, suppose if you have a number of fields in a table, so all the fields will be displayed in the form of the rows. Okay, it includes the field, table, sort, show, criteria, or. Okay, in this design grid you will find these things like table, sort, show, criteria, or section. Okay, these two are the sub part of the query design whenever you are creating a query with the query design. Okay, I will show the practical of these query design and the query wizard through the practical. Okay, next heading is how we can specify a simple criteria or a multiple criteria. Suppose if you want to retrieve one information of class 8 student, then how you can retrieve? With the help of this simple criteria. With the help of the simple criteria, you can find out a specific information about a single person. But suppose if you want to specify a multiple criteria, that means if you want to find out the information about the two classes, that is the class 8 and class 9, so you have to specify the multiple criteria, and that time you have to use the or option. And if you want to apply the simple, then you have to use only the criteria. I will show these things and on the practical so you can understand more. And once you have created or specified the criteria, then after at last you have to save it, save the query. Otherwise it will not save and you are not able to execute it, and the result will display in design view and observe the result. Okay, now move ahead to the next heading, that is the form. What is form? Next heading is form. What is form? The form allows you to add and update data in one record at a time in a table. Means it give you the functionality of the user-friendly interface where you can enter the data by the user side. Okay. Access provides three main views where a form is displayed. The first one, that is the form view, design view, and the layout view. That the three views are there in a form. Okay, that the three views are there. Main views where the form is displayed, that is the form view, design view, and the layout view. Okay, now move ahead how we can create a form. Now the next heading is creating a form. How we can create a form? To create a form, select a creating a form. How we can create a form? To create a form, select a table or a query in from the navigation pane that you want to use as a data source for the form. Okay, then how we can create? For creating a form, you have to go to the create tab. Okay, you have to go to the create tab, then select the form option in the form group. Okay, and then form will be appear on a screen. Okay, form will be appear on a screen, then you have to just save it. Okay, through the file tab. This is the simple way of creating a form. Okay, how we can create? Have to just click on the create tab. In the create tab you will find this form option. Once you click on this, your form will automatically appear on your window. Then you have to just save it from the file tab, because we are knowing that in the file tab you will find the option to save. Okay, now otherwise you can also press the Ctrl S to save the file. Now move ahead the next heading, that is a formatting a form. For changing the appearance of a form by using this various option. The first one, that is using design tab or the format tab. There are two ways we can use to change the appearance of the form. What we have to do in the design tab, you can add a logo or the title to your form by making use of the logo and the title option present on the header or footer group in the design tab. And then this format tab, you can format the font size, color, alignment of labels, and add a background image, change the color of the shape, etc. using the various options present on the Format tab. Okay, with these you can do these things. Now move ahead to the next heading, that is the report. Next heading is report. Okay, what is the report? Report is an effective way to organize and summarize data for viewing and printing. Means suppose if you have done all these things and you want to print out of that table or the record or the information, so you have to just summarize it through this report, and with that you can get the printout of that. Okay, in that form report you have the option to for formatting a report and also how you can print a report. Okay, as the same way you are formatting the form, as the same way you can do the formatting a report. Okay, and how you can print a report? To print a report, select the file tab. Okay, you have to select the file tab and then click either on the print option and the print preview option, or select the print preview button on the quick access tool. Okay, then after that, once you have done all these changes, then click on the print option. The print dialog box will appear on your screen. Then set any desired print option and then click on OK button. Then this is a way to print a report. Let us see the practical. Now this is the view option. With this view option, you are able to switch from design view to datasheet view. Okay, there's the design view and the datasheet view. This is the design view. From here, if you want to switch, then this is the datasheet view. Datasheet view is used to enter the data and design view is used to design the table. Okay, as you can see here, the multiple fields are here with the name, roll number, percentage, grade, and if you want to add the new field, you can add from the add new field option. Okay, there are two tables are open here. Now we are going to see how we can create the relationship between the table. For creating a relationship, you have to click on the relationship. Once you click on the relationship, you will find a show table. With this show table, you can add the table with that add option. Okay, once you add these two tables and you want to do some editing, then you have to click on this added relationship. Okay, this added relationship give you the functionality to add something in your existing table which you have already chosen through the show table. Okay, as you can see here, I am choosing the table from here. Then the left table, that is the class 8, then the second one is a class 8 2. Okay, then choose a roll number, then click on the create. Then your relationship is created, and you can see it is created to a link through this line. Okay, once you have done this relationship, you have to save it. For saving it, you have to click the right button from the mouse and then save this. Okay. For creating a query, there are two options, that is a query wizard and the query design. Suppose if you want to create with the query design, you have to click on it, then this show table will appear on your screen. With this show table, you have to select any table. Then this will appear in your object relationship pane, and the below side, that is a design grid. With this design grid, you can select any field from the existing table which you have already selected. Okay, then choose the class. Then sort it ascending or the descending order. Give some criteria with the specifying simple criteria. Simple criteria means specifying one condition. Okay, now this is a 101 is not there in that existing table, so now I'm going to change it. Okay, how you can go? You have to go to the design view. Okay, you have to go to the design view. Now I'm going to set some more field in the at the time of result which I want to see. That is the father's name and also the class. If you will see the result, then this field also will appear at the time of execution. Okay, when you will see the result. Now I am going to change this criteria equal to 105 and click on this run option. Then see, roll number, father's name and class all will be appear. Suppose if you want to specify the multiple criteria, how you will apply? You have to choose the class option. Okay, and remove this criteria option. Okay, remove this criteria option. Now I'm going to change this with the class and just erase this class 8. Okay, because I want to apply the multiple criteria, na? That is why you you have to choose the class here. Okay, just choose the class. Okay, and remove right here class 8 and class 9. Then the both class 8 and class 9 result will be appear. Once I click on this run button, then you will see the result at the time of execution. See, class, roll number and the fathers will appear. Now let us see how we can create a form. For creating a form, you have to click on the create. Then there's a form option. Once you click, this form will be appear on a screen. Okay. Then see, this form is there. If you want to see the result, then these things will be appear because this is already there in the existing table. Okay. The different views is also there in that form. That is the form view, design view and the layout view. If you want to change the formatting, you have to click on this format, auto format. See here the auto format is there. You can change the formatting from here if you want to change the appearance of the form. Okay, then see, I am going to change. See, there are different type of the formatting is here. You can change it from here. Whatever the formatting you want to apply for a form, you can apply it from here only. If you want to apply the logo, you can also apply the logo. Okay, now move ahead to the next one, that is the report. Report is also there in the create tab. Then see, this is the report. Report will create it with the help of the report option. Then as the same way, you can change the report format also with this format. See, different formats are here. And if you want to do set the formatting, once you have set all the formatting, then if you want to take the printout of that, how you can take the printout? You have to go to the file tab. There is an option to print. Okay, I hope you understand all the points of this chapter. With this, I am going to finish this video. If you want to do the practical, you can do by your own self, then you can understand more about this chapter. Okay, I hope you understand well. Have a good day.